Everybody, this is Jelisa. I'm here at my design studio. As you can see, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Today is January 12th, 2020, and I'm gonna talk about everything that's been happening lately. And you know, what I've been getting lately in my head is like, live the moment, because everything that's going on with the fires in Australia, the earthquakes in Puerto Rico, everything that's been happening, that tells you guys like you have to live your life in the moment. Like, don't wait for like, oh, okay, by March I'm gonna do this and the other. Like, you don't even know if you're gonna get to March. And what I'm getting at is like, you can't be complaining about something that you don't like, even though you have the power to change it. Let's say, for example, like, you move into a new place and every day you have to struggle to sleep because, let's say, your neighbors are loud, or like, like, you get waking at night, whatever. It's like, who cares? Like, if you have to break the lease because they're not willing to work with you and be more quiet or whatever, just do what you have to do. Like, don't waste your time. If your body, like, if you all yourself is complaining about something that you sound like a broken record, sometimes people, like, you just have to do what you have to do. And regardless of what people say, because a lot of people, when they see you changing a lot, especially when it comes to jobs, they're like, look at her, she's changing jobs again. She's the problem. A lot of times it's not that, like that. A lot of times it's that you get put into circumstances that, you know people want to attack you for no reason. Like, people get threatened by you just because of who you are, for no reason. So if you have to change jobs every 3 months or every 6 months, then you gotta change job every 6 months, whatever, until you find a job that you feel like, okay, I can stay here until like retirement or whatever. um don't think so much. Like, don't make the mistake that I did a lot of times. Doing college years and after college, I took people's opinion of me way too personal, and that completely killed me, because at the end of the day, everybody has an opinion. That doesn't mean that they're right. Number two, you don't live for them. So you don't live for what they think of you. You know what I mean? So sometimes you just gotta ignore. Like, not sometimes, like a lot of the times, maybe 98% of the time, people are just wrapping it up about what you do and why you do that and why you working here. It's like they did with that guy from Cosby Show. They saw him working at a supermarket. Oh, look at him working here. He's working. Who cares? Like, it's not like he's selling drugs. He has a job. When I finished college, people expected me to do fashion week in a week after I graduated. It doesn't work like that. Things take time, you know? And sometimes a lot of people, when they graduate college with one degree, they work in totally different things, and that's okay, because at the end of the day, they're doing what they like to do. They're okay with that. If they went to school for fashion and they ended up working as a manager for a retail store, that's what they like to do. If they went to school to be an actor and they had a great time during a period of years, and then things didn't work out the way they did, and he's working as a cashier at a supermarket, he's doing what he has to do, and he's okay with that. So why are you, with your opinions, attacking somebody? And the thing is that the opinions will always come. It's not like something you can just shut up and ignore. People will always have an opinion, and that's okay. My problem was that I was taking it way too seriously, and it affected me completely. But thank God for his deliverance, and knowing that God has a purpose and a plan for you, no matter what. So you gotta do what you have to do. What I've been saying lately is, I'm sorry, my voice is still bad from a cold, but what I've been saying lately is, if you see yourself complaining about something, excuse me, over and over again, it's like your own soul is telling you, we gotta do something because this is just not working out. You're doing your best. Let's say you're at a job and you're doing your best, and even if you do 100%, 110%, they're still not happy. You gotta do what you gotta do. You can't, like, sometimes you can buy the house for people, you can paint it and put all the furniture in it, they will still not like you, and that's okay, and you gotta move on. That's just the reality of it. So don't think because people will say, oh, she changes job every other month, or she doesn't, like, she used to work over there, now I see her over here, what's going on, she has a big problem. You gotta do what you gotta do. If one place is not paying you enough and you're not keeping up with your bills, which is so important, right? Because when you realize that you're at a job that doesn't even pay you enough to cover your entire bills, why are you still there hoping for a promotion? You do your 3 months, 6 months, move it because it's affecting you financially. Maybe not at the moment, but bills stack up, and if late fees stack up, you gotta move it. Don't waste your time. Like, I admire people that I see, you know, they start working at a company, let's say where I work, and in 3 months they're gone. And you're like, what happened? They seem okay with the job. Yeah, they seem okay. Maybe the pay wasn't that good. And they have to do what they have to do, regardless what anybody say, right? So you have to do what you have to do. And the biggest example that we got at the beginning of this year was Meghan Markle and Prince Harry moving out of England and coming to Canada. That tells you guys, she did an interview. It was very shocking to me to see. Because I always wonder, we saw the wedding and everything, and then it was like, I wonder how she's doing, right? And she was not happy, and the sadness was written all over her face, the frustration, and he was going through stuff too with his brother and everything. And at the end of the day, you can't care so much what people might say. Oh, she's living this, I don't know, the queen, and she's doing so many things, and she's renouncing to all of that. Whatever it is, guys, at the end of the day, she's doing what's best for her internal well being. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, if something is not working out, and if you have to break the lease, if you have to resign from that job that's just not good for your own being, you have to do what you have to do just to feel like to take care of yourself. You know, you have to take care of yourself and your well being, your peace. So, this is just a message that I'm trying to give to you because I am doing the same thing as well. I'm taking care of myself internally, and just